What up, Heart Squad? Welcome to my top 25 graded Pokemon cards in my collection. You'll be seeing a wide variety of graded cards that I have either pulled and gotten graded, or I got in a certain collection, or I purchased, whatever it is. Some of them are valuable and some of them are valuable because I just like that specific Pokemon. So what I'm gonna need from y'all is to let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite graded card in your collection? And if you don't have one, that's okay. You can let me know what card, if any, would you wanna get graded. So without further ado, we're gonna do one card that is an honorable mention. I think everyone will like it, but if you can, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's absolutely free to join the Heart Squad. And of course, please leave a like if you like my graded Pokemon card videos. Starting right away, we have this one. Yes, it is a Beckett Black Label Secret Rare Zekrom and Pikachu Tag Bolt card. That was a mouthful, but I put this specific card because it was gifted to me from a very, very special friend and collector in the community. Two, actually. Their names are Mr. Fuji and Marwan. And I just want to say thank you to them for all they've done for the community. And this one I wanted to include as an honorable mention just because I don't have many Black Label Beckett cards. Like, look at this. You have to get a 10 in every single category. And yeah, Japanese cards are much more better produced in quality form than English cards, so it's not as difficult, but when you're getting the creme de la creme of Pokemon cards graded Beckett Black Label like this, it's incredible. And it looks beautiful too. So that's the first card. Sorry for it all sparkly and everything. Next one is, if you follow my channel, you know why. This is a nod to that I believe a Heart Squad member from years and years ago gifted me this card, and yeah, it's not a PSA 10 or it's not extremely valuable, but that's not always what it's about. This specific card is a reverse holographic Natu from the set EX Sandstorm in the year 2003. If you know me, I love the Pokemon Natu. It's one of my top favorite Pokemon of all time. And while I have other graded Natus in less condition or from different sets, this specific one, because it was from a special member of the Heart Squad, not to be named, but just want to say thank you to them if they're watching. This is one of those special cards that I'll always keep. So thank you for that. And that's, I guess, starts off everything at number 25. Another one is this one. It is a Skyridge holographic Starmie. And this one's very special to me because it's from the set Skyridge, which is pretty much my favorite set of all time. I have not pulled a Crystal Charizard yet. But I promise you, I'm gonna keep on trying to pull one. And this one kind of resembles a lot of the beautiful artwork and illustrations from Skyridge back in 2003, the final set that Wizards of the Coast produced. This one's special. Why I didn't include others is just because centering got a 10. And look at those subgrades. 9.5s and above. I really can't find anything wrong with this card. If you wanted to get it, you know, graded by PSA, easy 10. Absolute easy 10. Because there's just really nothing wrong with this specific card. It's just, you know, hard to get 10s in categories. But this is a very special set to me, and I personally pulled this Starmie in one of my videos of opening up vintage packs. Next up, my favorite Pokemon of all time. So you're gonna see lots of Squirtles, but from different sets, and one's more rare than the other. This is a legendary collection. Sorry I didn't tell y'all to get your sunglasses out, but a reverse holographic from the set Legendary Collection. This was also gifted to me from a friend from the community, and I've kept it ever since. I personally got it graded. I got a 9. The scores are pretty nice. Centering and surface both got 9.5s. Corners and edges got 9s. And while this is not like a typical Guess That Grade, I'm not going to go and you can watch those videos. There's a whole playlist of Guess That Grade Leonhart. If you want to go check me out when I'm grading all of these cards, and I either use a black light or I just zoom in to see what's going on with the cards. This is more of a showcasing partial the value, partial the nostalgic memories and love for the cards. And we're continuing that with this one. It is a Squirtle from the set Expedition. So the first E-Series set in 2002. This is a PSA 10 gem mint, but I like it because it's Squirtle and it's one of my more favorite claymation cards. And I'm not the biggest fan of claymation cards, but this specific one is just a very, very nice card, and it just kind of continues to show my love of Squirtle. I'll go ahead and say it. My favorite card of all time, a Team Rocket Squirtle. I don't have a PSA 10 version of it, or at least I couldn't find it when trying to do it for this video. I probably have one somewhere, but I'm more of a sealed product collector than a specific card collector, if that makes sense, because I just don't have room for all the cards. Then we continue the Squirtle show. This is a first edition Korean Squirtle base set card. This one got Gem Mint 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like, the centering looks pretty bad from left to right, and it's one of the, like, it's not like an old graded card. Centering's definitely better on the back of this card, but I included this just because Pokemon is it's a worldwide game. It includes so many cultures, so many languages that I felt like including this one because one, it's Squirtle. Two is because it's from a complete different part of the country, and that's what the love of the game is including people from so many different parts of the world, and that's why I wanted to include this specific Squirtle. Next up, we have a very special one. They're all special to me, but this is a Sunset Mew Pokemon promo card it has the McDonald's logo. You would get this in a special type of promo pack from McDonald's in Japan in 2002. Very difficult card to pull. This one is in Gem Mint. Thought I would showcase the best of the best for this specific card, but fairly difficult to pull. I think Rhymestyle actually pulled one in one of his videos from a couple years ago if you want to go check it out, but otherwise, very beautiful card. It would be even more beautiful if it was in holofoil. However, has the E-Series type of, sides for the Nintendo e-reader. But there we go. Very special card, promo card. Then we have kind of like they all count part of the top 25, but they kind of all come together. And this was the official time when Pokemon stopped producing staff cards. Now, I'll be frank, I don't know if they ended up continuing them for Chilling Reign and above. I don't think so, but this was when when Pokemon companies stopped producing staff cards. It's not just the Snorlax. You will see the other ones are all, but this one has actually centering got 10. Corners and surface and edges, like this overall, well, it's not exactly in the case straight, that's fine. However, it came in really good condition. However, we got the Snorlax. We got Donphan for another staff card, and then we got the heavy hitters. We have a Lugia staff card. This one got a surface score of 10. Corners got a 9, but the other one's got 9.5s, but has the little staff symbol right there. Just so we can see. Yeah, there's whitening at the corner right there. Oh well. Any case, the one you really want the best, this guy, look at this. Yes, it's Charizard, Vivid Voltage, a set that I now love. There's the staff symbol, but look at this scores, the subcategories. Surface 10, centering 10, corners, edges. Corners, we'll take a look at again. Definitely not even close to as bad as the Lugia. I don't even know what's going on with this specific one. Maybe it was like cut differently up there, but I don't see any whitening or anything, so that's kind of weird. In any case, probably would translate over to a PSA 10 because of those beautiful subcategories. Then we have very special cards. This is one I got graded myself, or all of these were, or almost all of them. This is a first edition Gym Heroes card of Brock, signed by the original voice actor of Brock, Eric Stewart, who also does James from Team Rocket or Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! And tons of other voices for different anime. Still does voice acting, even has a band now. Eric, if you're watching, how you doing? This is a specific card I just had gotten authenticated because I think it's really cool. Because, it's just part of my childhood. So I think it's a cool card. Sorry, there's no Ash Ketchum card. There's a red card. Then we have this. Professor Oak, signed by the voice actor from the show and Friends, Stuart Zagnut. This is one I personally had him sign. I also had him sign an imposter Professor Oak and got it authenticated. I actually gifted that to my friend Rhyme Style. Again, I keep on mentioning him, but he's an awesome creator and friend. And I just like this one a lot. Can't beat it. I mean, obviously, I guess if you have a first edition one, but I don't really care about that. I just care that it's on a Professor Oak base set card, Stuart Zagnut, the original voice actor. So I thought that was really cool. Got that graded a while ago. And then when I actually got at Pokemon Worlds, I got this one signed by Tomoyaki Imakuni, or Imakuni's Doduo. You probably know him from the most, or his cards where he's dressed up and he has like the ears and everything. Well, he wore those when we met him in Pokemon Worlds, when the world was relatively normal and you can go out. I actually had him sign the card that he illustrated, or helped design, I guess you can say. It's a first edition Porygon from base set. He signs it where he puts your name and stuff. Completely fine with that. I'm not selling this ever. And the date, August 17th, 2019. I just had it authenticated. It's a gray stamp first edition though, so I thought that was kind of special for him to sign. And there we go. Really nice guy. Then we have the next card. Pulled this one, got it graded. I just think it's very, very sleek, and it's during a time, black and white, when, you know, very interesting time when Pokemon started revving up again, popularity-wise. And also, this would probably translate into a PSA 10. So, very nice Reshiram. It's also a Zekrom, I believe, but I didn't get that one graded. I just thought this one was very sleek looking and wanted to add that to my team. Though, edges have a 10, which is kind of cool. Then we have a Charizard, which I pulled in a video. This one is graded very nicely, but it is just a you gotta rep the base set. And I know there'll be other ones, which you probably know of, but this one I personally pulled. Came back corners 10, 9.5s. Surface got a 9, give or take on that one. However, if we're taking a look at the condition of the card, I mean, there's no whitening or anything like that. It's a very, very nice condition card, and one I pulled, so it's extra special to me. Then we have EX Fire Red Leaf Green. I like getting cards that kind of resemble different periods of the Pokemon journey that we've been on. So it's not just the oldest ones, it's mid-range ones. But this one's a pure Super Saiyan 9.5 for all the subcategories. Funny enough, this is not the one that I pulled in an EX Fire Red Leaf Green blister pack on the channel last week. One pack, one pull, and it was a Blastoise EX, which I think was even in better condition than this one. But this one actually is in really nice condition, so wanted to include this, as well as its brother, a very, very nice Charizard EX from EX Fire Red Leaf Green. It has a 9.5, but centering 10. And all the other subcategories are 9.5s. And if you like, when I looked at it in a Guess That Grade episode, I couldn't find really anything wrong with this card. There's not even any whitening or anything. It's really an absolute beautiful card. The artwork's beautiful. How they did the ultra rares at the time is beautiful. And, you know, it's in virtually perfect condition. So wanted to include it. Very difficult card to pull. So there we go. Then we have one from the Gold Star regime. Probably my favorite Gold Star is a Mew Gold Star. Don't really care too much about the grade, but at the same time I kind of do for this specific one. 9.5, corners got a 9. Rest of them are all 9.5s for the subcads. But Mew Gold Star, Shiny Mew, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful, beautiful card. Have yet to pull one, but this was part of a Pokemon employee collection from last year. Then I had to include this one. This is the only other Gold Star I'm including. Rayquaza Gold Star. Not the one I pulled several years ago, but was part of that collection. Has a 9, so it's a mid 9. Corners got an 8.5. I don't think they're as bad as that, but the rest got 9s and 9.5 for the edges, which I'll go ahead and show you. So it's a really, really nice card, and it's the most valuable Gold Star Pokemon card. Next up, we have this. Can you tell me really quick, without me even mentioning, well, you can just read on there. This is from those trainer decks, A and B. There was the Machamp, And then right over here, I have the other one that came in the other deck, Brock and Misty deck. And it's non-holographic. Only time it's non-holographic. It's no first edition symbol. And yeah, this got an 8.5. Surface got a 10. All the other scores, corners got an 8, edges 9.5. And then, that's the cool thing about this one. It has the only time there's a red outline on a car and it says trainer card and it says trainer deck A on the back. So that's Machamp, but the even more valuable one is Blastoise. And this one also got a 9. It also got a 10 for center, for surface. Corners 8.5, edges 9.5, and centering got a 9. And this one's also the only time it's non-holographic. So I think that's really cool. And then of course the back, Trainer Deck B with the red outline of the card. So you got Trainer Decks A and B. Those are both of those cards. Now, my friends, we are getting to the really, really heavy hitter cards. Don't forget to please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave a like on this video and let me know your favorite card in your collection that's graded or that you'd like to get graded. First up, we have this one, and I can take this one gently out of here. It's a first edition Neo Destiny Shining Charizard. A card that actually doesn't get as much love just because Charizard's flying away from us and his big old booty is pointing at us. I think it's a really cool looking card. It's from a very, very awesome set. And of course it's a Gem Mint 10. It's a fairly older graded type of this card, but it's still in absolutely fantastic condition. And there we go. It's a Charizard. The next one's not a Charizard, I promise you. This one is Ishihara GX card. You've seen this on my channel before, but I just think it's such an honor to own this specific card. Originally given out at the, I think it was Tennessee World Championships for his 60th birthday. It was given out to select investors or Pokemon employees, and not too many of them were given out, but they were originally put in their wallet, so they got all crinkled up. But this specific one got a near mint to mint 8. And what's cool about this card is that's the president of Pokemon himself. And of course it has the 60 congratulations, and obviously it's an OP card, overpowered card, but that's what it's fun about it, is that the president of Pokemon's gotta have absolute power. But you can tell the centering's a little off, but you would hope that the president's cards were perfect. But in any case, this is a very card, and I'm truly honored to own this specific card from the president of Pokemon, Ishihara GX. Next up is getting him to sign it, which, you know, he was at Pokemon Worlds in 2019. Then we have this one. Yes, it's a Charizard, but it's the one and only Charizard. The Charizard that back in May of 2020, Pokemon's popularity was actually, like, collecting was doing very well, but it wasn't as crazy as it was the Q4 of that year. There was no conventions, and I wanted to do something crazy for Pokemon to get it back into trending again. So for my own collection, I risked open up a heavy first edition base set pack, pulled this guy. Now it came back, well, it eventually came back because it got lost in the mail for 5 months, and I did a whole video on how I tried tracking it down. I thought it was lost until it magically showed up at PSA's doorstep one day 5 months later after I had sent it. And it got a 9, which is absolutely fantastic. I didn't think it would get a 10, I would be surprised, but it is in very, very nice shape. The only really thing wrong with it is the centering from right to left is not the best, but it's not bad. And there's really like no whitening or factory lines or anything. But what makes this so special is what I just said, is the story that came along with this specific card. So first edition base set Charizard PSA 9. And then you probably know the number one graded card is this one. First edition base set Charizard PSA Gem Mint 10, signed on the case by the original illustrator Mitsuhiro Arita. I have a video, which maybe a clip is playing right now, where it's me at Pokemon Regionals here in Dallas, Texas, several years ago. I had him sign it, along with a base set starter deck that was shadowless, because he helped design the energy cards for Pokemon. His face lit up, it was awesome, but I think I was like the first one to have ever signed a Gem Mint 10 one. Just personal preference, not selling the card, didn't plan on it, still have it obviously. And I had gotten it signed, and this specific Gem Mint 10, I did try getting cross-graded at Beckett, and it guessed that grade like last year, I think, and it was 0.5 away from getting a Beckett Pristine 10. I probably can keep on submitting it, and eventually it would get it, or if I crack the case, I just not gonna do that. I will say this is probably one of, if not the most, like, the best condition PSA 10 first edition Charizard you will see. Even though it's earlier on graded, when you have it graded by other companies and they say it's almost virtually flawless too, and just look at it, you know, that's the thing with buying cards, is always just look at it yourself. If anybody ever wants to look at this one, I have no problem letting you see it. Obviously, I won't send it to you, but when I'm there in security-wise. So there we go. My #1 card, graded Pokemon card. All right, Heart Squad, thank you so much for watching. You want more openings? Click that video right now. My name is Leonhart. Stay awesome, stay positive, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.